Welcome to the Public Input Meeting for Transportation Connection 2025 through 2050 update. Thank you for joining us. Tonight's meeting is an opportunity to learn more about the state's long-range transportation plan and to share your feedback on North Dakota's transportation future. This presentation will give you a brief overview of the plan and walk you through the materials and stations available here tonight. We appreciate you taking the time to be part of this process. Your input is an important part of shaping a transportation system that meets the needs of all North Dakotans. We can't talk about North Dakota's transportation future without first grounding ourselves in the mission and vision of the North Dakota Department of Transportation, the agency leading this effort. The department's mission is simple but critical: to safely move people and goods. Its vision is to be North Dakota's transportation leader, promoting safe ways, superior service, and economic growth. You can learn more about the NDDOT and its ongoing work at their website. Now, let's talk about the purpose of tonight's meeting. We have two main goals. One, we will introduce the Transportation Connection Update and explain how it will guide the NDDOT's future goals and priorities. Two, we will be collecting feedback from both stakeholders and the public that will help inform the state's shared vision, values, and strategies for the statewide transportation system. Everything we're sharing at tonight's meeting is also available on the study website. You can visit the site to review materials at your own pace, catch up on anything you missed, and even share your feedback online. As mentioned before, the North Dakota Department of Transportation is updating the state's long-range transportation plan, Transportation Connection, for 2025 to 2050. This federally required plan lays out a 25-year vision and serves as a roadmap for the future of transportation in North Dakota, covering all modes, including highway, rail, air service, and facilities for bicyclists and pedestrians. It combines a data-driven analysis of current needs, a future-focused planning process, and meaningful input from the public and stakeholders to ensure that the plan reflects your priorities and supports the state's goals. Finally, it includes an implementation plan to put those priorities into action and guide the NDDOT's actions and investments in the years ahead. The Transportation Connection Update kicked off in February of this year and is expected to wrap up in mid-2026. There will be opportunities for public input at several key points between now and early of next year. You can always visit the project website to stay up to date on upcoming events and ways to participate. Today, we'll start with an overview of the long-range transportation plan and the study schedule. Then you'll have several interactive opportunities to share your feedback, including weighing in on NDDOT's online dashboards. We'll also introduce the concept of scenario planning, a forward-looking approach to preparing for the future, and invite your input through a few activities. Be sure to pick up the study handout, which includes more details about the plan, along with a comment card and a short demographic survey. We'll share more about how to submit your comments later in the presentation. Next, we'll walk you through the informational boards and materials you'll see around the room today. For the Transportation Connection Update, just like the current plan, the NDDOT's long-range priorities are keeping you safe, connecting North Dakota, caring for what we have, helping you get there, and investing for the future. In 2020, we gathered valuable feedback from residents and stakeholders across the state to shape that vision. Now, 5 years later, we are revisiting that vision and evaluating where we are today and how conditions may change over 25 years. Your input will help define the vision, goals, and strategies that will keep North Dakota moving forward. The 2050 Plan Update is your opportunity to prepare for change, embrace innovation, and ensure transportation system continues to serve everyone who depends on it every day. However, we can't address your issues and needs without considering the following question. What will transportation in North Dakota actually look like in 2050? We know technology and innovation are changing faster than ever, and those changes will reshape how we live, how we get around, and what we expect from our transportation system. Some ideas we predicted 50 years ago are now becoming reality, like self-driving cars and technologies that link our vehicles to infrastructure. Industries like agriculture are already developing and testing fully automated equipment, which could become the norm of 2050. Rather than trying to predict exactly what the next 25 years will bring, Transportation Connection explores several possible futures and asks for your input to shape a vision that works for North Dakota. We know that the future is full of possibilities and uncertainties. That's why, instead of planning for a single predicted outcome, we use scenario planning to help us think about the future in different ways. Scenario planning is an exercise that allows us to explore a range of plausible alternatives and consider how North Dakota's transportation system might need to adapt under different conditions. Variables like population, economy, development, technology, the environment, policy, and risk will affect North Dakota in different amounts in different ways. The different combinations of these variables lead to the 4 plausible future scenarios we will be examining today: rural renaissance, cities and centers, smart and connected, and ghost towns. NDDOT is not suggesting that any of these futures will occur or that there is a preferred scenario, but we are thinking about big picture possibilities and asking what if, so we can plan flexibly. As part of tonight's interactive activities, we are asking for your input on the opportunities and challenges each scenario could bring for transportation in our state. Use the comment sheets or sticky notes at each station to share your ideas and insights. We have also developed a scenario planning survey for those who want to explore those potential futures virtually. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit the study website for access. In addition to the scenario planning activities and the survey, there are other ways for you to provide feedback on the plan, including via a comment card, the study website, and directly to project team members. If you weren't able to attend our in-person event, we have many opportunities for you to stay engaged. Join us at an upcoming pop-up event near you. We'll be stopping by across the state to hear your thoughts on the future of transportation. Stay tuned to the project website or join our mailing list to learn about future engagement opportunities, both virtual and in person. In closing, we extend an enormous thank you for attending this public input meeting and for sharing your feedback tonight. We welcome your comments through August 22, 2025. Please include Public Input Meeting, Transportation Connection, PCN 24421 in the subject line of your email or letter, and send comments to dotplanning@nd.gov. To learn more about the plan, sign up for email updates, and stay informed about future engagement opportunities, visit the project website at www.dot.nd.gov/transportation connection. And be sure to follow NDDOT on Facebook, Instagram, and X for the latest updates. Thank you again for being part of this important process as we plan for North Dakota's transportation future for 2050 and beyond.